Hey guys, welcome to the Lunchtime Review. Today I'm going to try this Nighthawk meal. It is a steak and all gratin. It's all gratin potatoes, charbroiled chopped beef patty with steak sauce. I guess chopped beef patty is basically a ground beef patty. This is a 7.1 ounce meal. It was bought at Food Line while we were in South Carolina for $3.99. So pretty cheap actually. 420 calories. And those are their info for you if you want. And we can do it in the conventional oven if you'd like. Of course, we're not going to do that, but you could do it in the oven if you want. We're going to do it in the microwave. So we're going to remove meal from a carton, cut a slit in the film cover over the potatoes. Microwave in high power for the listed below. Peel back, stir the all gratin potatoes, replace film, and microwave in high power an additional 45 seconds. So it's not long after all, and then let it sit for a couple minutes. So mine is a pretty hot microwave. So I'll do the 3 minutes and then the 45 seconds. So that's what I'll do. Let's see. There's what it looks like. So I'm gonna poke a couple holes in the potatoes and get in the microwave and I'll be back. Okay, so here it is out of the microwave, and this little beef patty looks dried up. I'm gonna flip it over. Maybe that'll add some moisture to it. It looks really tough and dry. Wow. It cut pretty easy, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it's like. I'm trying to get some of that juice in there. Yeah. Anyway, potatoes look really nice. They have a little bit of brown on them. Where when I stirred them up the first time, they kind of stuck to the edge a little bit. So you stir them up a little bit, and you get this little brown like cheese. The potatoes look like the best part. So I'm gonna get these over the table and let it cool off for a minute, and I'll be back. I really didn't give it much time to cool off. I want to try a piece of the beef, the steak patty first. I want to try a bite of that first. It's very dense. Very dense. That's why I look dry. It's because it's very packed in and dense. And it is a little dry, but it's not because it's, well, it's a little overcooked, honestly. I mean, I guess for my time, I could have dropped it another, I don't know, 20 seconds or so, and it might have helped. I don't know if it would have or not, but it might have. What's sad is the texture's like really tough and dense and almost hard, but the flavor is really nice. I like that charbroiled flavor. If you've ever cooked hamburgers on the grill and you really pack them in, but then you overcook them and they get really dry, really dry and tough. That's what this is like. It's just really been overcooked. Let me try a piece from kind of the middle. The middle section's better. It's a little more tender. It's not quite as cooked as much, but the edge pieces are really tough. Even the middle part honestly was tough too. So I don't know, that is not a great job on the charbroiled chopped beef patty. It's supposed to look like that. And mine doesn't look like that. Mine looks much drier and it's not as much moisture. Maybe if they put, even if they put more of that sauce on top, like it's almost like a buttery sauce. Even if they put some more of that on top, I don't think it would have made a difference. And I could have dropped my time, like I said, a little bit, but it didn't say to. I went with the lowest time they had. Of course, you know, like I said, I could have dropped mine down from 3 minutes down to, I don't know, 2:45 or so, and that may have made a difference, but you wouldn't know that until you make it the first time. So there you go. I'm gonna try the potatoes. Nice slices. They're thin without being paper thin, and it actually has a really nice cheese flavor. I'm trying to get one slice off for you so you can see how thick they are. That's how thick the slices are. They're really thin. The flavor, I like the flavor because you get more of it's like a cheesy flavor, so you really taste the cheese in there. My only problem with the potatoes is they're a little chewy. So they're a little tough as well. Really, really like the flavor. If I were to just go by the flavor alone, I'd probably give those about a 4. But the texture is kind of tough. Like I said, it's a little chewy. I don't know if they were dry, or maybe dried or overcooked at first, and then they put the cheese sauce on it. It helped a little bit, but it didn't fix the problem. There are a couple of tender potatoes in there, but for the most part, they're kind of tough. So the whole thing's just a little overdone. And I think those potatoes are like that before I get them. So microwaving them for a lesser time would not help the potatoes. What's really disappointing about this whole meal is the flavors are really good. Like I said, the beef patty has a really nice like charbroiled, grilled out flavor. I really do like that flavor, but it is tough and dry. The potatoes, love the flavor of them. Again, they're kind of tough. So they're not dry, they've got plenty of moisture, but they are a little tough and chewy. So overall, I'm gonna give this meal a 3. I don't hate it. I'd probably drop my time down, like I said, to instead of 3 minutes, I'd probably go 2:45 the next time I did it, or even 2:40 to see if that helped. Don't know if it will or not, but it might. So drop the time a little bit, and the steak part, the chopped beef, might be a little bit more tender, but I don't even know if that would fix it because it's pretty dry. So, yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. Worth trying out, especially if you put it in the oven and you're not gonna have the microwave issues. But beyond that, I'd probably skip it. So hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.